What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Okay, so jumping right in, we are doing a follow-up on my previous video where I combed out and restarted my clients' locks. Y'all, this is probably the most anticipated video on my channel, so I'm really excited to do this. Right now you see me showing you how his locks are doing. I honestly have not seen him since I restarted him. I probably retwisted his locks one other time other than that, so I'm just going through and analyzing his hair, looking at his buds, retwisting any two strand twists that may have come apart, and getting him ready for shampooing. As I'm also doing this video, I am going to be answering questions and comments from the previous video, and I first want to say thank y'all so much for blowing that video up and showing it so much love. I really appreciate it. It was overwhelming sometimes. Some of y'all comments, I'm not gonna lie, y'all made me cry, honey, but I really appreciate it. I really thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy this video as well. Okay, so right now we are getting ready to, or we are shampooing his hair, getting rid of all that dirt, all that buildup from months of just old product and just things of that nature, dirt, grime, whatever the case may be. Of course, all products will be linked down in the description below. So the first question I have is, did I shampoo his hair after I initially combed out his locks? The answer is yes. Anytime I do hair, I don't care if I don't care what the service is, I am always going to shampoo every single time. I don't know about the rest of these other stylists, but I love to work on clean hair. It just works its best. It's that girl. When your hair is clean, it's just but anyway, yes, I did shampoo his hair. And to address all of the Cantu comments that was on the last video, and there's no shade to any of these that I'm posting up now, I actually really love these comments because they actually gave advice on really good products to use to comb out locks. But I said this in my last video, I am not a fan, will not be a fan of Cantu products. Yes, Cantu products can be very drying on the hair when not used properly. It's just not one of my favorite products. I don't recommend using it. It was just something that I had used on hand. Child, I would forever say this: use what works best for you. If you love Cantu, use it. If Cantu products is your number one favorite products, use it. I am not saying don't use it. It is just not my number one recommendation, okay? I had somebody call me unprofessional for using Cantu, which I thought was so funny because I have never in my whole career been called unprofessional. But again, use what works best for you. If Cantu is your preference, use it. I'm just letting y'all know it is not mine, okay? Period. Okay, so this person said she forgot the nose plugs because the hair is going to be stink. Now, I'm not going to hold you. This comment actually made me laugh out loud, literally. I don't know if you shampoo your hair yourself or you go to get it done, but if your hair is stink, if you take down any type of hairstyle, like smelling crazy more than normal, then it is a problem. I'm honestly going to say when I combed out his hair, it was no stench, it was no stink. That's because he comes to me on a regular basis. I see this client typically once a month, and he takes very good care of his hair at home. So again, if you are combing out your locks and you have some type of foul odor, may it be mildew or whatever the case may be, that is a problem. That may be due to the fact that you are not allowing your hair to dry properly, you are overloading your hair with products, you're not shampooing your hair as often due to sweat. It could be a number of reasons, but when I combed out my client's locks, please understand, his hair was not stinky. Okay, so this question says, how do you wash your hair every day or your locks every day? You don't. Simple. I do not recommend shampooing your locks every day. You do not want to over manipulate your locks, disturbing your budding process to form. You also don't want to strip your hair of its natural hair oils. One thing I do recommend is to shampoo your locks maybe at least once a month. Okay, over shampooing is just too harsh on the hair. I highly do not recommend shampooing your hair every single day. Okay, so this is a really good question. The question is, why did I not pre-wet and shampoo and condition his hair, letting the conditioner sit prior to me combing out his locks? The reason being is because I just did not have time. I don't know if I had said it in the original video, but it did take me 2 days to comb out and restart his locks, and that was also with me working on other clients at the same time. So I wanted to choose methods, or I wanted to do methods that work best for me to properly maximize on my time to get this done, so it didn't prolong longer than it needed to. There is options where you can do pre-wetting, pre-shampooing, or allowing conditioner to sit on the hair to let it get softer. It's just something that I personally chose not to do with this particular client. Okay, so the number one question I got on my previous video is, how much did I charge him? Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Nada. I charged him $0.00 to do this service. One thing about me, and I hope anybody that I've worked on, any of my clients, can testify in the comments, okay? One thing about me is, if I am not satisfied, I will not charge you. I have a very strong work ethic, about that. I am very big on pleasing my clients and my customers. That's just how I roll. Now, if you're trying to get over on me, sis, you're still gonna have to pay. But if it's a mistake that I did, if I'm not satisfied, if it doesn't bring me joy when you walk out the door, I'm not charging you, period. I do have clients that they insist on paying me, but I'm not taking your money. No. Free of charge. I'm not going to charge you for the service. Another number one question that I got on my last video: how do I book an appointment? You go to gracethestylist.as.me to book your appointment. That booking site is linked in my description below, so it will give you a direct link to my booking site. Another number one question that I did get on my previous video is, where am I located? I am on the south side of Atlanta. I am in Clayton County. I am in Morrow, Georgia. Okay, I am on the south side of the moon. Okay, so I am located in Morrow, Georgia. My booking site is in my description. Okay, so I'm gonna pause a second from answering questions to just jump right in to let you guys know what I'm doing. If you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know the vibes. I am a very big creature of habit, so I'm going to be using the same products that I always do when I am performing lock services. I'm going to make sure that I am incorporating leave-ins and sprays to make sure that his scalp and his hair is very moisturized and is ready for retwisting. As you can see, I've already started retwisting his locks. I did do the first two using the Taliah Waajid locking gel. But I decided to go through and use Dr. Locs instead. You guys already know how I feel about Dr. Locs. I love this product line. If you have not tried it yet, please get your hands on it. I love this product. Now, because he has a undercut on the side, when I'm going in and retwisting his locks, I do want to make sure that I am combing his undercut out of the way, so that way when he's ready to go to the barber, it is up and out of the way and it does not get cut in two. Now I have zoomed in a little bit so you can see how I manipulate this product into his locks. I do comb it in, and I do palm rolling when I do retwisting. You'll also see me making sure that I have moved those stray hairs away so they won't get tangled in his locks. And once I put the clip in, I did slow this down a little bit. I do not like to put clips in the base of the locks when I am retwisting. I will bring that clip down away from the new growth and put it in more towards the mature part of the lock. Reason being is because you do not want those clips to cause breakage in the base of your locks. You want to make sure that the base of your locks stays strong and healthy at all times. Yes, I am still using clips. I know a lot of locticians do not like using clips. However, use what works best for you, but just make sure you are very mindful of the new growth and the base of the lock, that you are not causing any breakage. So this question is asking, what method do I use or do I think works best when starting locks, or is it a case by case depending on the clients? Honestly, I think it's a case by case. Your number one thing that you want to do though is make sure that you are having a consultation with your clients, so that way you can learn what works best for them. Okay, this client in particular, because he is very active in school, two strand twist just works best again too with the texture of his hair, just the softness and just constant manipulation, whether he's pulling it up in a ponytail or wearing it in a do-rag. Two strand twist works best. I do have clients where coils work best, instant locking works best, so it just really depends on the client. Okay, so I have zoomed in a little bit so you can better see how his locks are forming. As you can see at the top, those are his buds that are coming in. They might look a little ununiform, but that is just how his hair is forming into the locks. At the bottom, you still see where his locks still have that two strand twist look to them, but that is just because they have yet to mature. But as time goes on, they will mature and form into a mature lock. So what you'll see me doing here is removing the hair strands that are causing his buds to look like bubbles. This is not necessary. It's not important. This is just something that I like to do. It's kind of like an OCD type of situation, but again, I just want to make sure that the buds are forming normally, they're forming uniform. Now you can hit them with a crochet needle. This is another example of how his locks are budding, but you can't hit them with the crochet needle. I kind of don't recommend that. I kind of like to allow the locks to form how they want to, but if this is an issue for you, if you don't like that look, then by all means you are more than welcome to hit them with crochet needles or whatever the case may be to make them look more uniform. Now that we are done retwisting and he is done up under the dryer, there is one question or one comment that I really want to address. In addition to the hundreds of people asking me why I combed out his locks, I explained that in my last video. I am not going to explain it again, but this comment really kind of, I don't know, and it's no shade to the person commenting, But their comment basically was saying that parts, when you have locks, your parts do not stay. Now, I don't know who is retwisting your locks, whether it's you or another loctician, but if your parts are moving when you're getting retwist, again, that is a problem, okay? I have had my locks personally for years. I have had clients have their locks in their hair for years. The parts do not move, okay? Again, if your parts are moving, that is a problem. You might need to find another loctician. No shade. But your parts should always stay crispy and clean. They should be exactly where they are at all times. Should not be a lot of movement in your partings and in the base of your locks. Another good question that I received is, why did I not just give him a middle part straight down the middle so that the hair can be even on both sides? Reason being is because I just don't like that look. I know some people do, but I prefer the brick leg look, so that way if he chooses to wear his hair down, or if anybody for that matter chooses to wear their hair down, it just falls on top of each other and the hair does not automatically split in the middle. It's just a preference. If you want to, you can, but it's just not my gig. It's not my thing. As y'all can see, we are done. Everything is looking crispy. As you can also see, his locks are thriving. They are doing very, very, very well. And I'm very happy. We are all happy. We're happy with his size. We're happy with his partings. All his partings are going the same direction. They're not going from here to Timbuktu. He still has a lot of movement in his hair, and y'all already know how we do. We finna hit him with that one Loc Nation oil, y'all. This is liquid gold. Make sure y'all go cop. Y'all know I say it in every video. But we are done, and as always, I really, 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 really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you learned so much more than in the first one. I hope I encourage you to start your lock journey. Okay, go ahead and join the team. As always, make sure you guys like, you comment, and you subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.